Because I think when we did the first interview, I don't know if I did know about the dig. I think I may have known about the dig that situation, but
No, it didn't happen then.
No, but I think no, because I think that time.
I was saying I don't care about the management contract. I was like, oh yeah, I don't have a management contract. Then bam.
Yeah, I remember they after said you tweet like, no, don't be that part anymore.
I don't mean that. You need management contracts now. Yeah.
I don't want to talk about dig that as an individual. I want to talk about what creates these situations. Yeah. So the beginning part is you didn't have a contract, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel not having a contract, just in general, do you think not having a contract was the problem, or is it part of the problem?
No, it wasn't. The contract wasn't the problem. It was, I don't know, like same thing. People can get into people's ears. Money can be coming so fast. Things can be moving fast. Then with labels, you think you got a mad home, innit? You think you got PR, radio, pluggers, marketing, everyone running around for you, but then you start scratching your head and being like, why am I giving 20, 25%, 15% of my fees to my manager when I've got a back end built already?
Could I be honest with you, bro? I know the label system, and I do believe indirectly they get in between artist and manager.
Yeah.
I do believe, or an artist is programmed to just go where they think the money is, and once I've got to the money, that
it don't make sense no more. It did make sense then. It don't make sense no more. With the music scene, listen, I swear to you, everyone that's in the music scene, as like in the labels or in the industry, I respect them. I respect what they do. I'm pissed that that scene don't pay them more money because they work like slaves, bruv. You get me? Like, to be honest, and I'm sorry to offend anyone, but they need to be getting paid more money. You know what I mean? I always like to big up Nemat. I like to big up Rihanna as well from Empire Nemat. I think she's at 96. She was at Columbia. She left because I see the work and the effort they put in. And my thing is, but the whole model is all here and there, innit? It's like sign an artist.
What's wrong with the model? So you're gonna go
to the models. It's not good because this is why this is why artists are popping for a period of time, and then everything just pops down. You know what I mean? Sign the artist. They're trying to. Next minute they've released like 10 remixes. You don't even know that's even on flipping Spotify. Do you know what I mean? The original song, next minute you got flipping house song. You got this one and this one. They're getting so much money from you. Like, what more do you want? And then they look at you. It's like when you're negotiating deals and you want more royalty, they look at you like you're mad, knowing that they've just signed you for $1 million, knowing that flipping for you to recoup you have to make $5 million, and then after that, you only get flipping 200K out of your 800K if it's an 80-20 for the next 10 years, 15 years, 25 years. Like, what more do you want from man? Do you know what I mean? So, just that the whole model, that the fact that everything takes long, they want to monetize everything to the last bit of it. You get me? Music's moving fast. Personality, you have to have you can't just do music. You have to have personality and music now. You get me? You have to have, do you know what I mean? Before that is like, we can drop music. Now the music world's flying, it's getting so big. So, and there's no structure, there's no creativity. Everyone follows the same blueprint. What is it?
Like, now I'm just doing the samples now.
Samples. Everyone follows the same blueprint. And it's like, oh, this works for man. Yeah, Air Force do a remix. It went top 20. We didn't know that it was gonna go top 20, but now all the labels, shit, do that, it's going so well, do a remix, it boosts the charts. Before that didn't happen.
Oh snap, yeah,
bro, it didn't happen before that. You get me?
So that kind of kicked off that.
Bro, didn't kind of. Air Force kicked off that USP. Air Force.
And you put that whole remix together yourself.
Yeah, I put the remix together through relationships, innit? But we didn't know that it counts as one and it will go top 20. We just released it as just to get the song bigger. But then the label saw that and then it was like, wow, boom, Gunning, big up Russ, you get me? Bam. Mad Thing, remix, bam, top 10. Keisha Becky, big up Rush, big up Tion. Boom, remix, bam, top 10. Do you get it? Then now that's the USP now, isn't it? If you got a song and you start climbing and it goes top 20. They wanted to do that with Gluten Tug. We was like, no, we ain't doing that with Gluten Tug. It's too much of a good song. We're not doing no remix. You're not trying to rub us out. And we know what you're trying to do. You're trying to rub us out. Gluten Tug needs to be left alone. Now Gluten Tug, I think it's about to go platinum. So with no remix.
But so why do you feel it's rubbing you out then if you're doing remixes?
Because some songs are good with a remix, and some songs I get it. Like we came in the drill scene, yeah, when they said drill will never chart, yeah. When they were doing podcasts saying drill will never chart, there was no scene. It was Air Force, and I'm telling you this, Hommit and B, yeah, and it was Air Force. Them two tracks, yeah, that went mainstream, that opened it up to drill artists now. That's always in the chart. That's gone #1. Do you know what I mean? So we have to give all the respects to Dig That and other artists but what my thing is, you don't need a remix with every song. Sometimes just leave the song. I understand, and this is how labels rub you out, because labels, don't get it twisted, they're good and they're bad, because they've done an amazing job of how they done, like at the start with J Hus. Do you know what I mean? With Parcaloon, they done an amazing job. So don't think that it's like I'm fully anti-labels. But my thing is this: is the Air Force remix, yeah, at that time it was needed, because there was on a band drill thing, and there was like, and we're like, this song's connecting so well, it needs a remix. Yeah. But not all songs need a remix. And this is the USP. When a song goes viral now, it's like, get everyone on a remix and get it bigger, which is, it's good, because it's like a cheat code. It's a cheat code, you know what I mean? But they wanted to start doing it. The Lowski and Dig That song, No Cap, they wanted to do a remix. We're just like, no, we're not keeping doing, what? Like, how does that look for us? You're really trying to finish man's career. Every time you drop a single, you want us to do a remix. Do you know what I mean? So, but people that don't know business, or that's just learning it, they will jump on every opportunity, and you need to go with the right ones and know when to do the right remix and what the purpose is for them remixes. What's the purpose for it? What do you know what I mean? What's the direction of doing this sound? What's the direction of doing this feature with this artist, but not in your sound? Because what are you trying to tap into? Do you know what I mean? So,
and you don't see. It seems like it's more within our culture now, where it's like, I mean, I don't see Ed Sheeran going to go get Justin Timberlake, go get Ariana Grande to remix his song that's already popping. I don't see that. So I won't say exploitation, but there does seem like a narrative where I think even now the artists are just embodied thinking, yeah, let's just do the remix now.
Do you know what it is? I feel like, I'm not in the music scene no more like that. Yeah, I look after Quankface. Quankface got a tune coming out of Ed Sheeran and another massive American artist. My business partner, Beans, Beans done. Yeah, no, but my business partner, Beans, takes care of that. Has nothing to do with me. I'm dealing with the sports side of things, yeah. But there's no, like, the labels are smart because they have the capital. They sign the artists when they need to be signed. And my thing was always at the start was, there was no way that we would sign an Air Force song, even if the artist wanted to sign it. No way. Yeah. Why the song's owned by Dig That? So why does artists do the hard work? The song goes viral, they do the hard work and then sell their song to the labels. Bro, we've done the hard work. Forget what they're saying about putting in this playlist. Trust your process, bro. Build out the relationships. Build out the relationship with the Spotifys, the Amazons, the Apples, because I know that Ryan will happy and love and would want to see the artist and the manager than to just deal with the labels all the time. Do you know what I mean? So that's my thing. But I understand is that when you're coming from a hood, or you're coming from somewhere where you listen, I'm rolling with my machine, or I'm rolling with my knife, and I need this to get me out of the, and it's only a song, I get it. But my thing is, when you've done, like, my thing is trying to get you paid 10K or 50K a month for the next 5 years. Do you know what I mean? Instead of you getting 200K for the next 6 months. Do you get it? Because that's the difference between holding out or taking the small bag, innit? And people usually take the small bag, and then every single time nearly they send that tweet out and be like, it's my label. Do you know what I mean? And it's like
yeah, bro, it's like the structure of when a song blows, yeah. Once it's blowing, and that, bro, there's many artists I said to them, listen, you gotta separate whether they want you or they want that song. If they want that song, bro, they're just trying to use it to recoup against your future costs. Like, if your song's doing well, bro, why are you selling it when you know you want to be a bigger artist than that song? Keep that. I can do another one. If you're the machine, get me another one in it. You see what I could do by myself, but let's see what we could do together. Yeah, but then you take your biggest asset, you give it to them, and they own it forever, and that's even now recouping on your own debt.
Yeah. Like me, I look at the music scene. I don't really follow music like that no more. But big up to everyone, innit? Like, do you know what I mean? Big up to everyone. But they need to be be educated, especially the artists that's music's really starting to connect. I don't know Central C. I don't know why be like, but amazing work. Do you know what I mean? And I would message Central C's manager and just to big him up. Not, you know, like most people, they always want things. You know, like, yo, bro, I got this. Nah, man, big yourself up, bro. I respect it. That's what I wanted to do with man's artists. You know what I mean? And that another black brother is doing it is amazing. It's sick. You need to get behind that. And when you need to get behind that, because what I always clock is that when they will love us and they will love us, and then they will always try to find something to try to put man down. It's like, bro, like, you need to stop doing that. Yeah. They've done it to me so much times, but I got 9 lives. I'm resilient. I'm not stopping. Do you know what I mean?
But when you had your interview on your podcast,
yeah,
and I want to see you're saying things that a lot of us weren't aware of, right? To an extent. Is there any backlash? Like, did you feel any backlash?
Yeah, of course. There's always backlash.
How does that? Is that from people? Like, how does that? Did it affect your business? Is that part of the reason why you just said
No, do you know what it is? What affected my business is, like, no disrespect to anyone, yeah, is, bro, I am a grafter, yeah, and I am, like, I will mop the floor, or I love being on the roads and dealing and putting everything together. My worth is more than managing an artist, bro. Like in the sense of just managing an artist. I have to build a business. I can't put all my eggs into that artist, build you up, your patent, and then down the line tomorrow you can be like, I don't even want you to manage me no more. Then what have I got? I have to build a business for it to make sense. So when artists always come to me and they say, listen, I want you to manage me. And in my head it's like, bro, you want an investment. So you want me to put 100K, 50K into you. Don't know if I'm gonna recoup my money, but for you to get, what, a 500K deal to receive, what, 20% of that? I might as well just put that into my business that I own, or that I own half with my business partners, and add value to it, and down the line, we can sell it for 5 mil, 10 mil, and at least I know that I have my capital into something and no one's gonna do me dirty.
Yeah. Bro, this isn't mad. Bro, how impartial are these lawyers, bro?
They're not, like, lawyers, look, you need to understand this, yeah, in the music industry, it's very small, innit? So, they know every single president for 10 years, how long, when there was artists, before there was presidents, there's relationships. So you got to be very careful of who your music lawyer is and structuring your own deal. No, take that off. Don't advise me that. Why? What does that mean if that's happened? No, I don't want to do that. Put that there. And make sure, this is just one thing I will say to music managers when you're in that meetings, you're about to get their deals. Guys, make sure you put your clause. Every 6 months, yeah, they have to release your projects so you don't end up on the shelf. And if they don't release your projects every 6 to 9 months, you're out your contract. Because you do that, no matter what, you do that, there's no F-stops. So you'd be like, oh yeah, you don't want to release 6 months, you're out your contract. They're not holding you for 2-3 years where you're in a contract and you can't ever release music and you're not happy and you're going through it and you're going through mental health and you're going through all of that and they're dictating what songs should go out. No. Put that clause in your projects. Like, listen, you're signing me for 4 albums. Every 6 months, you are releasing my project. Or every 6 to 9 months, you're releasing my project or you're showing some commitment. And I have to do X, Y, and Z as well. Because I know I've got the music to deliver. I got the music to deliver. So make sure that's in there and you're covered.
Yeah, it's called a guaranteed release, bro. Like, but again, this is the thing, is like, it's mad that, like, it's like, what I've noticed with lawyers is, they will say to you sometimes, it's not a great deal, but just, you know, you do this one and then if it does well, you go up onto the next one. And I always look at thinking like, isn't a lawyer supposed to tell you what the best thing is for you as opposed to just giving you what is best for the deal to be done so they can get their back end from that?
Yeah. Do you know what it is as well? One thing I would say is lawyers will do what's needed sometimes to get the deal over the table to get them in order to get paid. I won't say that for my lawyer. I big up Talia because, do you know what I mean? Talia is very good, but it's like, even with Quengface, this is giving it some content. I manage Quengface, but I don't take no management percentage of him. I take nothing from him. So everyone knows. So that's why our relationship hasn't broken down. There's no one getting in each other's ears. There's nothing, because I'm more a mentor. And my business partner will do what he needs to do. He has his infrastructure, he has his other artists, but for me, I take nothing. So it's like, if I advise him and I put him with this lawyer and this lawyer saying X, Y, and Z, and I'm looking over it and I'm saying, bro, this is your options. This is from someone, yeah, that wants nothing from you. That wants nothing from you and that wants the best for you. So it's either you sign this is what could happen, or you sign this is what could happen. And he can think for himself and be like, I want to do this. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not the manager trying to push him to sign just to get my percentage. Yeah, got it. Do you with me?
That makes sense, that makes sense. And then I think also, bro, like, when you now get all this information that you've learned, bro, and then, like you say, you're not in the game, but like the jewels you've gained, bro, is that, bro, you signed crazy deals, bro. Yeah. Okay, bro, what I'm trying to say is, when things were getting a bit on top, did the scene back you, was that another situation a bit like therapy where it felt like, man just got kind of hung out to dry?
Yeah, man, that's what happens. I got hung out to dry, do you know what I mean? The people that I didn't expect to reach out to me, reached out to me. The people that I expected to reach out to me didn't reach out to me. And it made man think, do you know what I mean? It made me think, okay, this is somewhere that I don't enjoy. This is something I don't enjoy and I don't want to, do you know what it is? I'm misunderstood, bro. So it's like, the way I word things might be done wrong, but I have the best intentions for people. So, and that's why maybe I'm more shying away. I'm more getting into the sports world. I'm more doing other stuff where it's like, whatever I'm doing, I shouldn't be needed to get posted on certain blog pages that their whole aim is to tear people down. Do you know what I mean? Their whole aim is they're black people, but their whole aim is to tear down, their content, their post is more likely to tear down our black people, you get me? So hopefully the content that I post, I don't end up on them pages, because I don't need the clout, or do you know what I mean? I don't need them. So but it's all part of growing up, because I can't always blame people. I have to take accountability myself and be like, look, there's certain things that I've done that now I look back was wrong. Like, in terms of I don't agree. Like, I could have just kept my mouth quiet, or I could have not got involved. But sometimes when you stand for things that is right, that you feel is right, do you know what I mean? It can backlash on you, innit?
Yeah, cause I do feel there was a sector of people felt like, especially with Dig that situation, that he wasn't saying anything, so it didn't need you to say anything. Yeah. Do you get me? Do you think that's a fair way?
No. I feel like everyone's entitled to an opinion. That was so controversial that you would never have got to okay, this is what the conclusion is. If I didn't say nothing, other managers, now more managers were more like, I need to do a contract, or this needs to happen, or this will happen, and the gems that people got from it. Do you know what I mean?
That is true, yeah.
But I think in the position that he's in. He can release music. He's in a good position. He can do whatever he wants. I'm in the position that I'm in, and I can flipping make a pen and sell it, bro. Do you know what I mean? I can do anything I want. So we're both in amazing positions. So regardless of anything, I don't do things for what people say. Like I swear to you, every single day I go to the gym, I walk down the road. I'm not hiding from no one. Do you know what I mean? I've come from a background where I've had to deal with things hard. So I don't do things to please people. Do you know what I mean? I do things what I feel was right at the time. So some of the stuff looking back and growing up, like looking back at things, I'd be like, right, I didn't need to do that. I didn't need to do that. It could be, do you know what I mean? It could be an interview like this. It could be down the line. It'd be like, I didn't need to say this in the interview, but part of growing, innit? I'm a human being. I'm growing. I'm learning. I see you at work tomorrow. Do you know what I mean?
And bro, what I was asking, like personally though, yeah, I remember you put up that post where it was like you're showing that there was the gap of a year, like when you were down, yeah, and then when you kind of rebounded, bro. Yeah. And for me, like, and I was doing a time, I think I knew at that point, bro. Yeah. So did you get caught up in having to? I'm not saying the lifestyle was fake, but to show that everything's all good, yeah, but deep down it may not be.
Do you know what? With certain things, like I was building a studio, so I knew I was in a good position. Like I knew I had like money to come that was like 100K. So the money that I used to get, I used to put it into this, put it into that. So I didn't want to keep it in a bank account. I just used to build things and see what else could make money. But then obviously you're buying jewelry that is like, it's an image. Do you know what I mean? We're not getting educated. Like we're young black men coming out of jail, some of us, that no one's not educating us of how to do things or credit or what to do. So we're just going with what we think is right or going with the influence of our peers around us. Do you know what I mean? So I had everything and I lost everything. I was living in a blow-up bed at my mum's house. You know what I mean? I was living in a blow-up bed at my mum's house, and then I managed to turn it around.
Who was there for you at that time?
My friends and that, everyone was there for me. I don't think they knew my situation. I didn't tell them my situation. I kept it to myself. I didn't want to, I don't really ask anyone to borrow me any money or whatnot. Because I know that if I work hard enough, or I can get there. Do you know what I mean? I will get there. So I don't really ask anyone to borrow me any money. I figured it out and I got there.
Yeah, man, it's mad, it's mad, because that's the same thing that Cadet would be like, bro. That same kind of energy, like, bro, man would just, like, work, you get me, bro? So when I used to have to, yeah, that's what Cads was like, bro, straight grafter, man. But, bro, I think, like I say, like, these things here, like, I just always, every time I see you, bro, I just want to commend you, because, bro, like, within 4 years to come out of jail, dude, bro, like, it's mad, it is a movie, bro, it is a movie, man. But the last couple of things, bro, what's been the most hard thing that you had to deal with since you've been out? Anything? What's the thing you felt like?
Little man thing.
Really?
Yeah, that was the most hardest thing that I had to deal with. Like just the portrayal of like what man actually done, like for man. But do you know what I mean? Everyone has. If you're outside looking in, everyone will have an opinion on it. Do you know what I mean? And everyone's entitled to an opinion. So, but that's the hardest thing that man had to deal with.
I'm not surprised. I'm not thinking right. That should lets me know that really affected you, bro.
Yeah, I don't trust no one. So it's like people that's more in task like, oh, let me work. I don't want to work with no one. You know what I mean? I'll let them jump on a Sunday Smoke platform and you can build up your followers and that. But you've done something for us. You fought on the platform. You've shown your sick talent. So it works both ways. Thank you for your sick talent. Do you know what I mean? Thank you for boxing. But I will never like give anyone a chance in terms of like give them my time like that, and it has to make sense both sides, or I'm not doing it.
But I'm gonna leave it on a positive, bro, man. Like, bro, you smashed it, like Sunday Smoke, bro. It's mad. I thought that hand clap, bro. Everything, bro. It's bro.
Get ready for Wicked and Bad 3. It's in May. I haven't announced the date yet, but we got some.
You got the location?
We got the location.
I think I know the location.
You get me? We got the location. We bought it at home. We bought it at home in front of our people. We bought it in front of our people. You get me? So, you get me? Yeah, listen, make sure you got the Frank Lucas, you get the Frank Lucas jackets, you get me? You got Frank Lucas seats, you get me?
Super loud in there, bro.
Come on, my bro.
Alright, broski, love for your time.
Thank you for having me.